Welcome to Realms Unknown. This is Impossibilities, our Home-brew Delta Green campaign. We thank you for joining and hope you enjoy. Alright, so this is our first session. We're going to play my own Homebrew Delta Green campaign titled Impossibilities. Homebrew aspects of this campaign is origin stories, which I've collaborated with each of you a little bit. Made some unique elements to this campaign. So, we're going to go around, I'll have you guys introduce yourselves and your character, even just a brief description of their backstory, and the title of your origin story. Oh, so that's a 2, so why don't you go first, Trash Panda?
Oh shit, me? Alright. My character's name is Kuro. I'm an alien life form from a distant planet that's name has been lost to time.
Just a brief.
As an alien, we're ageless once we reach 28. And I crash landed to Earth in the 1910s. I was seized by the US government, and they utilized me to make weapons of mass destruction. And after being discharged from the army, I was one of the first members of Delta Green proper. And ever since then, I've just been around. I'm a dashing 6-foot-tall man with brown hair, purple eyes, and slightly tanned skin. Incredibly handsome. Incredibly handsome.
Picture in setting the scene.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that's me. I am fucking handsome.
So, that's William's up next. You don't have to describe your origin story so much. Good job.
Share as much as you want, but I love it. I am Carlo I. Darcy, also known as Agent Kopesh. For a description I've been waiting so long to say this. Basically, Matt Damon as Jason Bourne, but a cowboy.
I love it.
And my origin story was Zygot Ranch, and I've been a part of Delta Green since birth. That's all I'm going to say.
My name is Copus, after the Greek sword. I was an archaeologist, and I studied cultures, mostly focusing in South America, until an incident. And now I'm part of Delta Green. Is this the team?
That's the team. Alright. So, last time we visited Queso, completed your first operation. We went to the town of Salem, Massachusetts. I was gonna say saved, but you really didn't. You saved one girl.
Yeah, we saved one girl.
We dealt with the problem.
Anywho, so you put a stop to the demonic possession in Salem. You much left it at that, and made your guys' ways home. I guess you would probably, there'll be a debriefing first, so everybody goes back to Seattle.
Taking a private jet, we all load up our stuff.
Nice.
We won't roleplay it because Kindle's not here.
It's probably a pretty quiet drive back in flight too, after all that shit.
Oh, I'm completely unfazed. I'm eating like tartar on the airplane. I'm having a good time while you guys are just shell shocked.
Didn't you lost the second most amount of sanity, I believe.
Me?
Yeah.
I
After
lost like 2 sanity. And that's from reading his book while we were on the airplane.
Yeah, you don't want to read that book.
Yeah, the mission I was fine with. I was great. But that book, I was like, ugh, I don't like reading anymore.
I don't like reading. You guys make it back to Seattle. You debrief with Agent Wellingham, your handler, and then you go your separate ways. We'll start off with Kopesh for a home scene. What
I'm
you
trying to remember what fucking car I had again.
you had a Mustang GT.
Yeah, it was an old
Yeah,
Mustang.
old Mustang GT, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got to drive that back.
Yeah, you drive that back.
I'm assuming a similar scenario happens at the border.
Yeah.
Kopesh gets pulled over to the side, and he's just sitting there, like, tapping on the steering wheel, playing music. All these guys are like, get out of the car. I'm like, nah.
Not this time, fuckers.
Check my file.
Yeah, no, you don't
Yeah.
get held up for too long. You make it across. You make it back to the ranch.
And
What do you
then,
get up to for the
oh, fuck.
next little while?
I mean, I could see coming back and talking with the doctor
Mm-hmm.
about just what happened. She's pretty well, she is my only bond and kind of my mom.
Motherly figure.
And yeah, so talk to her and then probably just start doing the same old stuff on the ranch again. Get back to tending to the horses. Definitely start doing some more shooting drills
Yeah.
than beforehand, where it was kind of like maybe sporadic because it was just a way to kind of kill time, and now he's actually doing it for a purpose,
Yeah.
and just working on maybe not like working on shooting, but just like making sure he stays tip top and
Probably
kind of
fulfilling responsibilities this could fall under.
think the thing Kopesh does is establish a new bond. And because I said he's doing like the shooting a lot, instead of going to the private range, he's started going to a public shooting range
Okay.
and not bringing his rifle or anything because I think technically it should not be in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
As it is a AR-15 semi-automatic rifle
There's
with
nothing
full
wrong
auto
with
capabilities. That's
The
where it kind of breaks the
the
line. But I think,
the full auto might be an issue.
yeah. So I think he starts going to a local shooting range, maybe like an hour away
Yeah.
from the ranch. I think he just needed to like went for a drive to just kind of clear his head and kind of stumbled upon a shooting range that was a little ways away and pulled in, and he's been kind of going there once a week and started making a bond with a couple of the other guys that go kind of on that day on the rig every week.
Yeah.
So that's a charisma test times 5 test.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I believe in your son.
I
Oh,
believe in you, son.
that's rough.
Ooh.
It reduces one other bond by D4.
What? You failed?
No. If you succeed, it becomes a bond
It becomes a
Okay.
bond,
equal
but
to
it
your agent's
reduces.
charisma, half my agent's charisma, but it will reduce my other bond, one other bond, which I only have one, by 1d4
Mm-hmm.
because you're not with them
I
as
mean,
much.
numerically, that does work because you're
Mhm.
coming out ahead.
If I succeed, oh fuck off.
Oh no.
I have a 50 in charisma and I rolled a 54.
Oof.
So it's a fail. And I think the way this is worded, I lose the D4 either way.
Ooh.
I shouldn't have picked something with charisma check. That was dumb.
What's your your charisma's 50. That's not terrible.
50. It's a 50-50 shot.
It literally is.
Yeah, I think it's a 2 for this bond loss.
Bless you.
Yeah.
That sucks. But it is what it is.
That's the way that cookie crumbles.
So how does that loss on the bond manifest?
I think I forget about some of the tasks that she asked me to do as I'm trying to get out to the shooting range for a certain time, and I lapse on some of my responsibilities towards
Upkeep of the ranch.
Dr. Rahima. Yeah, maybe not keep at the ranch, but like specific ones towards what she's doing.
Yep.
At the time. Like I'm supposed to bring samples to someone, I get them there late or something like that.
Yeah, I get you.
A couple times.
I might come up with a couple things she's doing between now and next session.
And yeah, that would be
During
that.
one of these days, during your duties on the ranch, you're kind of like walking through the field, and there's a forest not too far from you. And just for a split moment, out of the corner of your eye, you see what looks like two adolescent boys wearing ceramic masks. One laughing out, like the laugh now, cry later mask. One's smiling and laughing, and one's like kind of weeping, and they're gone.
Yeah, when I actually fully look at them, they're gone.
Yeah, when you turn to look, they're not
You're
there.
talking like those drama.
Mm-hmm.
Like your typical play, super happy or super sad mask.
Mm-hmm. One of each.
That's fucking unsettling.
Hmm.
I think he starts after seeing that. He walks the fucking property with a long rifle.
Would you go and investigate the woods, or probably just kind of blow it off?
I think he'd look around because this is a pretty isolated ranch, and there's a lot of things on here that people should not see.
When you go to where you saw them, you do see like there's two footprints, two sets of footprints, but there's no like they're just standing there. There's no footprints of anybody walking to or from the location, but there's two sets of
It's just like
footprints
they
in the
landed
mud.
there and then vanished from there.
Yeah, basically.
I think he takes a photo of that and maybe of the surrounding area,
Hmm.
and just to have makes a note of it somewhere, catalogs it.
And then because I rolled a 3 or 2, and then so we're gonna go to Kilo. What do you get up to when you get home?
You know what? I probably go and talk with my bond Miguel and spend time with him and Adriana. That's probably what I do.
That's your uh, work colleague, right?
Yeah, Miguel's my work colleague, and Adriana is like my partner,
Mm-hmm. Nice.
my squish mitten, as you would.
Mm-hmm.
Just realized I misspelled that.
Miguel is. What do you guys go for lunch?
I'll probably go for a pint, you know.
Go for a point. Go for a point.
Go for a point, wait for it to all blow over.
Yeah, yeah. See you guys at the bar, and
Yeah, probably go up to the bar with him.
what have you been up to the last week? It's been a while since I've seen you. Heard from you.
Uh, I I got an opportunity to pursue a different line of work, and I decided to go and explore it.
Oh, that's great. What kind of work? What are you doing? Another
Consulting,
consulting. Oh wow.
consulting. Yeah. So we talked briefly. There were some people who were interesting in my translating abilities. It was for the government, or yeah, I guess so. Honestly, the government doesn't run really well. I got to tell you, they need a lot of consulting.
Oh,
They have
amen to that.
yeah, man. Like there was just like no rhyme or reason, no like we talked with this guy and he had no clue like this where what about the actual events that were occurring. And so you're just thrown into this situation and like there was like zero training, honestly. I learned a
That's
lot from one of the guys on there, but like they just kind of hire you on and they give you zero training of what you're going to do. So that was kind of tough.
yeah, it sounds like it could be. Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow. Zero training. I guess they just assume that you
Yeah,
are
I guess they
experienced.
kind of yeah, I guess they assume, and I guess it comes with the consulting role. But it would have been nice to have like a little bit of
Awareness.
forewarning. Yeah, yeah.
That's rough. That's rough. Well,
Mm.
question, does he know about your innate
Uh,
ability? To
uh,
what extent?
he helped me get out. Yeah, he knows.
Wow. I'm sure you're useful to them.
I was kind of useful. Honestly, I I kind of feel like I was a little bit helpless, to be honest with you. Um, yeah. I mean, it just read sometimes in history and there's like not really a happy ending. That's how this kind of feels, man.
Was it a dangerous job?
Yeah, yeah, it was. It
Oh,
was dangerous, honestly. Um, yeah, some people got hurt.
no, glad you made it home.
Me too. Me too. Um, yeah. Do you still go to church, by the way, Miguel?
Yeah, yeah, every
Okay.
Sunday. The wife and the
Yeah.
kids.
I think I'll join you next time.
Yeah, you're welcome. More than welcome.
Thanks.
We'd
Thanks,
love to.
man.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. That's that scene. Do you? Oh yeah. Given that you would have turned the Achmed bra into your handler, I'm gonna say that while you were on the plane back to Seattle, you were able to kind of look through the book a little more,
Okay.
and you found one more ritual in there that you wish
Oh
you would have
shit.
found. You wish you could have found a little
You
sooner.
rude son of a bitch.
But before, in the heat of the moment and the stressful situation, it was really difficult to take your time with that book.
Have you gone send this to me now? I'm gonna be really pissed off. I don't even want to look at it.
It was the page that you opened to after. If you were one page before, you would have been like, "Oh, it's so easy."
So easy. Oh my God, I gotta
This
look
was
up.
the solution to the problem of not mercilessly shooting
D-
people.
dispatching the demon.
While I do this, is there anything else that you want to do during your home scene?
Um, can I practice? Can I maybe join what's his name at the firing range? Maybe improve my shooting a little bit because I
Kopesh?
feel like I feel like maybe
Where are you located?
oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
Where is
located
He's
near
in
home
you.
for you?
Colorado. You could do that on your
Colorado's
own.
pretty far from Saskatchewan.
Yeah, maybe what I can do is maybe I can hire somebody or find somebody to go to the shooting range with me to
Hire a personal firearm trainer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe get some personal training, because I feel like that is definitely something that I need to improve.
Hmm. I mean, you shot one of your fellow agents.
I don't know
Oh,
what you're talking about. I just
the
feel
one
like it's
shot you landed hit your buddy.
I just feel
Yeah.
like it's a personal lacking on my part. That's why I need to do it, you know?
Yeah.
I yeah. For no other reason.
That'd be improve a skill or stat. You roll that skill and you hope to fail.
I I have to fail to
Yeah.
improve it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to fail to improve it.
Okay, so I roll I guess I go to the firing range.
And you roll your firearms.
Okay, I think that's good because I rolled a 51, and my
It's
firearms.
20, I believe.
Where the heck's
Yeah.
my fire?
It's at the
Fire.
bottom of the left column.
Yeah, it's 21. So I definitely failed that.
Yay!
That's a D10.
Oh,
And
damn, that's actually a good modification.
I add a D10 to it.
Yeah,
Yep.
roll 1D10. I hope you roll high, buddy.
Yeah, so you don't shoot another one
I
of
roll
us.
an 8. So
Oh,
that's
Nice.
nice.
29.
Had a
29
guy.
is what we're up to.
Essentially, it makes it the higher in the skill, the harder to learn more.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
better you are at something, the harder it is to get better at it because you're already so good at it. I
Yeah.
am sorry for the
It's all good, man.
We're getting
number.
there.
No, just the amount of reading.
Text.
Yeah, that I
Is it
sent
part
this
of
guy.
a grimoire he can download?
No, it's my own. I wrote it
Oh
myself.
shit.
It's my own shit.
Oh, I see. It's an image now.
Yeah, I decided, yeah, because that'd be, yeah, that's just, yeah.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
take a
That's
look.
impressive that it's so long it had to be multiple messages. My description for my
Oh
character
my
is
god.
fucking huge.
There's a lot of details in this one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. It's from a grimoire on how to do
I
a
feel like
ritual.
I should lose some sanity for finding about this after. That's pretty rough.
Now, we're saying you found this on the plane, so you would have been with the other agents when you found this.
Oh.
Would you have shared it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh boy.
So,
What did you find?
Um I found a way we could have saved some more people.
Ah.
And that makes the somber flight a little more fucking somber.
Yeah.
Don't mind capping cultists.
I
Didn't want to
eat.
have to do the other shit.
since you suggested it, Hilo, why don't you roll sanity?
Do we all roll
Absolutely.
sanity for this fact?
What do I roll here?
I was pretty in comfort with my decision.
That's a
Yeah.
48.
If you're
Yeah,
gonna ask,
Still incredible violence.
I'm still sane. I easily came under.
that was a 48.
Maybe 48 under 75, current
Yeah.
72.
Since you asked, Kopesh,
So
yeah, why don't you roll too?
I rolled a 69 over 67.
Ooh,
You lose
nice, but still,
Lose
you lose
one?
one.
one. Yeah, you lose one. 69.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't we say 69 was a crit fail?
No, we didn't.
Crit success.
No, we
Crit
didn't.
success or fail?
That was a rule I suggested because
Yeah, we
that's
suggested it, but
in our other
that's-
campaign.
yeah, I didn't do it. With that, we'll move to Huo.
now, sorry, one other question I had, because I have now a demonic grimoire in my possession and a book of secret.
No, you turned the grimoire in. I'm assuming.
Oh, I turned the grimoire.
The grimoire probably came back with either me or Kiro to the green
Because you
box
guys
and ranch, did it
mentioned
not?
it. You guys mentioned it to your handler, so he would have asked for that. Because that's
Fair enough.
unnatural.
Okay. But I still have my thing.
Yeah. Book of
As long as you didn't
the
bring it up,
All-Knowing,
which I don't think you would have.
or the Tome of the All-Knowing.
No. Yeah, the Tome of the
Once you
All-Knowing.
realized you had to hand in the grimoire, that one's probably a close kept secret to you at this point. I don't want to give away both.
In this month between operations, do you pick up the book of or the tome of the All-Knowing?
Well, okay, here's my question. Do I feel like I could glean information that would save lives, like that ritual from the Tome of the All-Knowing? Or yeah, because that's the real question. Because I feel like if I felt like there was some way that I could have read that tome to maybe have saved lives, then I would do it. If not, and it was just the information I needed would have only been found in that grimoire, then no.
I mean, yes and no. Maybe not particularly exactly what you needed for that operation, but the information that is in, from what you gathered from the first page, kind of like a warning. It's talking about something that is, whether you believe it or not, it brings up like a threat to humanity, you know? And without knowing about a threat, there's no way to know how to prevent it.
Well, I guess I will. Yeah, I'll take another gander.
Yeah, you will.
Why do you want me to roll?
Sorcerer in the making.
He's looking at something.
So you read the second page. I have one more thing to send you that is on that second page.
Okay.
That's just like a very brief description of it.
I look at Kuro with much more suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
As I take a break from eating my tartar. What's going on, buddy?
Well,
Do you read it on the plane or when you get back
no,
home?
this happens during his home scene when he's at home alone. That's when he decides to read this, and then
We'll wait. We'll wait and see. Actually, how? Okay. Sorry. How much? How much can I get done during my home scene?
mechanically,
Is
like
it
one thing, I believe.
okay? Okay, that's fine.
It depends on
I
how
have
long.
I have plans for what I want to do after. But yeah, perfect.
What kind of plans do you
Oh
have?
boy. Yeah, what are
No,
you doing?
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm gonna deal with it later.
the next home scene. Okay. Um, yeah, roll sanity
Okay.
for me.
Oh fuck yeah!
You read the book.
Ooh, 71. I passed, but that was a lot closer.
Nice. That make you lose one for that? No,
No, okay.
no, you're good. You're good. We'll move to Kuo now. So, Kuo, I know one thing, the mechanical aspect that you want to do.
Mhm.
What else did you get up to?
I think I'll just go home to my house on the lake. Maybe I'll take my kayak out, go fishing. Go into the underground section of my house and do a little bit of work on a project that I'm working on. It's a new kind of firearm that I'm trying to perfect for myself.
You've been at this for quite a while.
Quite a while. I feel like I'm close.
You're getting there. You make
I'm
some
getting
steady
there.
progress.
One day.
One day,
Um,
a couple more jobs.
on top of that, I might check in with DG, just make sure everything's working good.
How do you do
I
that?
don't get up to much in my spare time. I'll probably just go get my chauffeur to drive me over to one of the cell locations where we have some administration going on. Maybe talk to someone, see if there's any new developments, see when I might be expected to go on to my next my next mission.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a little bit of time to prepare for what might be coming up.
Okay.
Maybe fuck with the stock market a little bit. Maybe I can go to a military base and see what kind of like weapons they're developing. Maybe lend a hand with that.
Yeah.
You still got military clearance now that you're more Delta Green than government?
Oh yeah, I helped the military out a lot during World War I and II.
But you still have clearance, roll luck.
That is a 43.
Look at that. You still got some clearance.
Some clearance. Probably not as much as I used to have, but
One of those consultants. June.
Has Kiro done his role for his project?
He doesn't need to roll for this project.
Nice.
It just takes.
it's an established timeline of home scenes that I'm gonna have to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
plan
that
on
makes
it.
sense.
I thought about making a roll for it, but then I was like, no. June 8th. You guys are all called in by your various means of the agency contacting you and summoned again to Seattle warehouse self-storage unit. What did I say? What was it? 309? I believe it was.
I think it was 309.
309. Kilo, you receive a plane ticket with the return at a later date attached to it. So you have transportation there and back, and they want you guys to be there on the 9th as soon as possible. 222. Now, the last mission, Kuro and Kopesh, you guys didn't know that you would be part of the same cell. Now you're aware of that. Do you travel together?
I mean, I'm open to it. It depends if he wants to stop by my place. I figure I'm just south of the border from him.
Are you in the States? I thought you were in.
No,
No, I'm like just past the border in the States.
just above.
Just above the border? Oh, I'm in Canada?
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. I'll be in Canada then.
Because you're a couple hours from the border, and
Okay.
you're relatively close. You said, right? You're like an hour from the
From
You're
the
from
ranch.
an hour
from the
from the
ranch.
ranch.
Mhm.
Yeah. So hurt you didn't see me in our month apart.
I don't know where your fucking house is.
Okay. I feel like we probably would have exchanged
You've
phone
only
numbers.
ever met me at the ranch.
Yeah. I feel like we probably would have exchanged phone numbers and I would have given you my address if you ever wanted to see me.
That would have been good to know before my home scene.
It would have, but
So
I
don't
said I
think
could
you've
help
done
you
that
shoot,
yet.
and you're like, nah.
Nah, dog, I ain't about that. Nah.
So maybe Kuro, he's the bigger man, and visits the ranch
Oh,
before
fuck
he
off.
leaves, and decides to now share his contact information. And well, did you guys exchange contact information on the last mission?
We
I don't think
exchanged
so.
burner phones because we were
Burner
given burner
phones.
phones.
Yeah, that's it. And he
I don't know if we
decides
kept
to.
those burner phones or not, or if we were to hand
Nah,
them
those are
back in.
burners. No, those are gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are gone. But we'll say maybe he after upon being called to another job, he makes his way to the ranch.
Probably. He pulls up in his chauffeured limo as I'm throwing bags into the back of the car.
Oh, you know I do.
My
I pull
duffels.
up in my nice little Lincoln Stretch. This one is a black one with blacked out rims. You see it pull up to the ranch, and it goes right to the gate. I open up and look at you and give you a wave and say, "Where do you think you're going? You're coming with me this time."
You know I don't fucking ride in those things. You get in this car though. I'm driving.
I don't think that's how it works. Last time I checked, it's my plane that we're taking.
Last time I checked, I'm not 14 no more.
Unfortunately, your ticket's in here.
I'm pretty sure it's on my phone.
Mm,
And we're probably both chuckling at each other.
yeah,
little
we're
bit.
both kind of doing a little bit of a Canadian standoff. You're like, oh no, I could drive. Oh no, trust me, I've got this. But I don't need to drive. We could sit in the back and talk. Oh no, I can't do such things.
Nah. I
Well, which one of us is
like
gonna
driving.
give? I'm not gonna give. I've got stuff in the back.
Put in the car. Well,
Nah.
I'll follow you. I
You
got Bluetooth.
you could follow me since you're stubborn. We could take different vehicles. And while you finish packing up, I'll just go say pleasantries to the doctor. Hi, how are you? You look beautiful today. Is that a new haircut? I didn't think so, but
Go and see Rahima.
you did something different today.
Oh, Kuro, you're
And
so
then
kind.
and then I'll just make sure she has everything she needs. You know, you need any more supplies, I can get it shipped out. Are you sure? I don't mind. It's no trouble of me. If you're absolutely sure, I'll just get a bouquet of flowers brought out to you, and that's it. No, I insist.
Wow. Wow.
Just, yeah.
I want people I work with to like me.
How long do you spend inside?
Probably like 10 minutes.
How much shit you got in your car?
Less than you'd think, but more than you'd hope.
Will it fit in the trunk?
It's pretty heavy.
I was gonna move all the shit into my car and send your driver home.
The chauffeur wouldn't let you. I sign his paychecks. We're doing a Canadian standoff, man. Whichever one of us is gonna give.
Not jumping in the limo, man.
It's not a
He's
limo.
driving
It's
his
just
fucking Mustang.
It's
He's
just
driving his
okay.
Mustang.
We're taking separate cars then.
Taking separate cars. You're gonna drive the whole way? You're not gonna fly this time?
No, we're gonna drive to the airport, and I'm gonna take my private jet, and I'm gonna make him go through the airport instead of giving him like runway clearance.
Are you gonna drive all the way, Kopesh, or are you gonna...
If he wants to fly with me, I'll fly. But if he's gonna make me go through fucking clearance with my duffels, then I'll probably just drive and chance it at the border again. And I tell him that.
If you come with me, we could just fly. All you have to do is get in my vehicle.
Dude, this guy was allowed to have a badass Mustang. You think he's not gonna use it in game? Come on.
Yeah, I'm
He's
a
allowed to
Mustang. You
use
want me to
it.
jump in a fucking rich guy's limo? Not happening.
I don't know. It's the life that you wish you had.
I'm pretty sure he's good with the life he has.
All right, fine. I'll let you come with me then. It's just the stubbornness of I usually get my way. How dare you?
Yeah, but Kopesh knows you more. Or Carlo knows you more at this rate. Because we wouldn't
Yeah.
be using code names on the ranch.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be using codenames on the ranch?
I don't think
Nah.
so.
That makes sense.
That's why I kind of stumbled last mission every time I said his field name, because I was like, I don't know him by that name. What do you mean you're Bruce and you're going by Caitlin now? I don't understand.
Terrible.
So,
And at this point, I think we would have exchanged information, and you're like, you live a fucking hour from the ranch. Yeah, you never come say
I would
hi.
have found that out and been kind of mad at you. Not gonna
maybe
lie.
that's why he decides to drive.
This close for 7
years.
fucking years, and you haven't, or 8 years, and you haven't come to see me.
What do you mean 8 years? I've lived here since the 80s.
But I haven't fucking seen you in 8 fucking years until we went on that mission.
We can talk about the last mission. I honestly thought it was like a year. Things have happened. I went on a mission. And
Yeah,
time
well,
and time is funny. I'll reveal that eventually.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely not a child no more.
You aren't a child anymore. Screen wipe. We meet
Yeah.
Kilo at the airport, and then we pick him up, I assume. Or is he just driving all the way?
He has a private flight himself, or
Who, me? From
Yeah,
Colorado?
Kilo's just flying customs.
Oh, he's flying economy plus. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't have the rich guy fucking thing like you guys do.
It's flying out on Delta Green's dollar.
Yeah. I mean, technically so am I, but that's where all my dollars come from.
And go to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so you guys, we'll say you guys are at the storage unit.
Hello, Kilo. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
Topaz
How
gives
was?
you a nod, puts out his hand to shake. Hope you've been good over the past month.
I've been pretty
Yeah.
good.
You spend some good time?
Yeah. Tried to get some sleep, some rest. You know, it was nice. It was nice. Saw a couple of friends. It was good. I
Good.
shot a bit.
Oh?
That's good.
Yeah. So we'll hopefully, you know, if it comes to firearms, be a little bit more useful there next time.
Well, if you ever
Nice.
want to come across the border, you could stay at the ranch for a bit, and we could do some shooting too.
Yeah,
Or you
absolutely.
can or you could also come to my house. I have a underground shooting range if you feel so inclined.
Could also do that too. Yeah.
You haven't been to my house.
No,
I wonder if
I
I wonder
haven't.
if I would have sent you pictures of it. It's a very nice place.
I believe it. So
Yeah.
any word from I guess it's just us three now, eh?
Yeah, I
Yeah, we're
heard
not
that
seeing.
Kindling's taken some time off.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Um shall we then?
Of
Guess
course.
so. It's basically that time.
You guys make your way in. Once again, the little old ladies at the receptionist desk. Let's go. You guys are back. See,
Of
Yes, ma'am, we
course.
are.
y'all showed up at once this time. I'll help
Yeah,
out.
it kind of just worked out that way.
Well, it's just the three of you, I believe, this time around. So you can go ahead and make your way up.
Thank you, ma'am. Tips the cowboy hat and walks on up.
In the
Yeah, I guess we'd go up and go to the storage locker, do the magical knock of he knows it's us, and then walk in.
mm-hmm. It's yeah, it's the pull up
The
door.
roll door.
Yeah, the roll
Yeah.
door. Agent Wellingham sits at his desk, smoking a cigarette in this enclosed storage locker. You wonder how he does it. Hello, gentlemen.
What's going on?
Wave the smoke out. Sit down.
Welcome, welcome. We have another incident. Um, too close to home this time. Actually, here in Seattle, there's
Ooh, what
been
are
uh, there's been 3 bodies found in Central Park, each headless and devoid of all organs. Prior, we're not sure if these two things are connected, but to the discovery of each body, one was found on the 3rd, one was found on the 6th, and one was found on the 8th. They seem to all be members of the homeless community, ranging from 30 to 40, 2 males and a female, yet to be identified. Now, we're not sure if this is connected, but a day or two prior to the discovery of each body, someone has also been reported missing. A woman by the name Michelle Adams was reported missing on the 1st. A man by the name Oshmar Brewer, I think is his name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He was reported missing on the 4th, and Leon Hager was reported missing on the 7th. Leon was reported missing by his girlfriend he lives with, Victoria Loeb, and Ashmar was reported missing by his wife, Anita, sorry, Michelle, after not showing up for work. The authorities were sent to her place, and nothing there, which is very abnormal. She's usually always at work, I believe. What is she? She's a massage therapist. So they make good money. To miss that sort of shift would be not very smart. And she hasn't been in for the last week, so we don't have much to go off. We think these things are connected, but we're not sure.
3 homeless people found dead and 3 people gone missing.
Yes, not just dead, headless, and devoid of all organs.
Did they go missing on the same day that these people were found?
A day or two each. It seems somebody goes missing a day or two prior to the discovery of a body.
Oh boy.
Any other like words? You said they're missing heads. Is it any sign of the trauma or how they're missing a head? It
Let me
all
guess. They were all ripped off, weren't they?
Yes, it seems,
Yeah.
gruesome
Of course, they were ripped off.
tears, lacerations.
And this is all near a forested area, I assume, where the bodies were found?
Yeah, Central Park.
Yeah, okay.
I think you have some kind of idea here.
I have a hunch.
what's your hunch?
I have encountered an alien populace before that does this kind of thing. They rip the head off of people and they use the heads to make larvae and reproduce.
What's the name of the aliens?
They're called the Jishin.
Interesting.
I have they usually keep to their own. They don't typically do this type of thing.
What's your
They have the ability to kind of live among the populace and essentially kind of shapeshift.
Just out of curiosity, what's your species?
At that moment, I just kind of give you a look of like, shut up. Anyways, yeah, I think I kind of know where to head here.
That's good. I have been in the chain of command. I have heard of the Shin before. I don't know any details. We try not to share. I'm sure,
Yeah,
as you know, Kuro, we try not to share too many details unless it has to be. So,
yeah. I feel trepidatious about sharing it with you, but you are our handler, so you're gonna learn this when we do our debrief, anyways.
yep, when the time comes, I'll be here.
Could you maybe give us a map of the Central Park with the locations of the bodies that we've found so far and possibly where the people have been abducted from or where their last known residence and place of work is, so we might be able to find something along the route. Maybe there's a common spot where they're taken from.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Yeah, I've got the missing victims information here for you, and he'll present a file.
I will take the file, peruse it a little bit. Every now and then I look over at Kilo like, who the fuck do you think you are, dude? And then just look back at the file, look back up like, seriously, what the fuck, dude? And then look back at the file, look up with a little bit of anger in my eyes. I should smack you in the head. And look back at the file.
I look at you Settle down now, buddy. I just say in your head.
Yeah, you hear all the things in my head that I'm saying to him. Meanwhile, he's just sitting there like, man, he's really mad at me.
I'm not listening. I'm just like seeing you glare at him over and over again, and I just
Yeah.
basically like settle the fuck down.
Well, I think it's a fair question. I mean,
All right, I
Do-
think.
Do I know the answer to that question?
I don't even know the answer to that question.
Yeah, no.
I came here with no memory, and all I remember is my planet exploding behind me as I fly away.
So I'm gonna drop these in handouts.
Nice.
I look back up at you. The fucking audacity!
Central Park in Seattle is very small.
It is. Not very large.
It's
no.
also
Yep.
surrounded by residential.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Jesus.
So that contains the missing persons information.
Okay.
Once again, I have here for you each fake FBI badges. They will get you pretty far. Try not to overstep.
Due to the seriousness of this, has the FBI squad been assigned and it has been intercepted, and we are now that squad?
Exactly.
Okay.
One other thing. This is probably, I guess, with this being so close to home, we do have a green box established here. And I will share with you the location of that green box. If there's anything you guys deem useful for this operation, help yourselves.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I'm not exactly sure what's in there. It's been a while since I interacted with the green box.
Is that all, sir?
That's, yeah, I think so. If you guys have any questions for me?
I mean, seems like it's kind of the same as last time. It's just happened, and you don't got a lot of info. So, if you got anything else to share that you think is relevant, that'd be awesome. If not, we'll be on our way.
Okay, gentlemen. Godspeed.
Thank you.
Stand up, shake his hand, leave.
Yeah, he shakes your hand.
Ditto. Shake hand. Go outside. Back to the stretch limo.
All right. Shake hand. Go to the limo.
Because an
Yeah,
FBI task force should show up in a fucking limo, right?
It's not a limo. It's
I say that to you as
it's
we
the
walk
Cadillac
out to it.
Extended. How was I supposed to know we're here? Last time we had to take my plane again.